With Brooke Logan at its core, The Bold and the Beautiful is laying the groundwork for some very emotional scenes as we approach the week of January 9th. Brooke is nearing her breaking point in a teaser that suggests drama, tension, and a possible change in important relationships. What has caused her to reach this crisis point, however? And what does it portend for her future and those around her? Let's explore the most recent spoilers and forecasts. Ridge and Brooke. A precarious relationship. One of the main couples on The Bold and the Beautiful for many years has been Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester. Although they have had their share of ups and downs in their relationship, things have recently become worse. Ridge, whose emotions have been divided between Brooke and Taylor Hayes, his ex-wife, seems to be back in Taylor's sphere of influence. Brooke is starting to understand that she may not be the person Ridge goes to in his time of need, and this long-running love triangle has reached a breaking point. Over the last 6 months, Ridge has shown signs of a strengthening friendship with Taylor, and his seeming devotion to her has strained his relationship with Brooke. Brooke is starting to feel the emotional strain of seeing Ridge's intimacy with Taylor while she stays outside and looks in. She has to confront the unpleasant fact that her relationship with Ridge may not be salvageable in the January 9th episode, which is a turning point in her life. As Brooke faces the possibility that she may no longer be the woman Ridge wants her to be, her internal conflict becomes more intense. The fact that she is no longer the focus of his attention is striking her more strongly than she anticipated. Brooke has always stood up for her relationships with her partners, but these days it seems like the battle is evaporating. Brooke is beginning to wonder about her future in this protracted tale of love and heartbreak as a result of Ridge's emotional detachment and his developing bond with Taylor. A tipping point. What will happen to Brooke next? Beyond just being a love crisis, Brooke's breakdown is a reflection of who she is and how valuable she is. She has been using her relationships with men, especially Ridge, to define herself for years. However, as Ridge gets closer to Taylor, Brooke starts to confront the difficult questions. Without him, who is she? Given that she seems to have lost the one person who has consistently been a part of her life, what does she hope to gain from it? Expect a direct and emotional confrontation between Brooke and Ridge in the January 9th episode, as Brooke decides she can no longer remain mute on the sidelines. Whether on purpose or not, Ridge's rejection of her emotions or refusal to recognize the importance of their connection is the tipping point for her. A big alteration in Brooke's plot is set up by her emotional outburst, which is guaranteed to be a game changer. Brooke can find herself at a crossroads, not knowing what to do. Does she finally let go of the guy she has battled so hard to have by her side, or does she fight for Ridge again, putting herself at danger of further humiliation and heartache? There is little doubt that Brooke's choice will have a significant impact on both her and those around her. Is there a new love between Taylor and Ridge? Taylor Hayes is subtly reclaiming her position in Brooke's life as he struggles with the loss of Ridge. Taylor's quiet strength has once again caught Ridge's attention. Taylor has always been the calm and collected opposite of Brooke's more turbulent energy. Their bond becomes stronger as they spend more time together. After spending so much of his life divided between these two women, Ridge is finally beginning to consider a future with Taylor. Taylor may get caught in the midst of the turmoil after Brooke's passionate outburst. She understands how much Brooke cares about Ridge, even if she is obviously pleased that he is choosing to concentrate on her. If Taylor is forced to choose between her relationship with Brooke and her happiness with Ridge, her empathy for Brooke may cause some difficult circumstances. It is anticipated that future episodes will depict Taylor negotiating this challenging circumstance. She cannot disregard her past with Brooke, even if she has Ridge's love and support. With so much at stake for both women, it's uncertain how long Taylor and Brooke's flimsy ceasefire will last. Their rivalry is legendary. Entering the drama. Steffy Forrester. Steffy Forrester, Brooke's daughter, is also set to play a bigger part in the developing drama as her father, Ridge, may be moving closer to Taylor. Given that Brooke is going through a serious emotional crisis, Steffy, who has always been outspoken about her support for her mother, could come up to defend her. Steffy's devotion to Brooke and her father, however, may not align, leading to conflict that could eventually affect the dynamics of the family. Steffi could feel driven to step in and attempt to win Ridge back to Brooke as she sees her mother struggle. However, considering the Forrester family's past and the long-standing animosities between Brooke and Taylor, it is obvious that Steffi's efforts to mediate a settlement might only exacerbate the situation. There will be many poignant moments as Steffi attempts to reconcile her conflicting allegiances. Her future actions will undoubtedly be influenced by her perception of her father's connections, and she may end up playing a significant role in the continuing dispute between Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke. Hope Logan. The upcoming generation affected by the conflict. Hope Logan, Brooke's daughter with Deacon Sharp, adds even another level of difficulty. Although Hope has always been there for her mother, her own issues could start to surface as the conflict between Brooke and Ridge intensifies. Hope and Liam Spencer's marriage is already difficult, and she can get entangled in her mother's predicament while juggling her own marital problems and providing her with emotional support. Hope's intervention could have repercussions for the Logan family as a whole. How will Hope react if Brooke reaches a breaking point and makes a snap decision? Will she strive to shield her own family from the mayhem going on around them, or will she support her mother when she is in need? Will Brooke's future bring more heartache or a fresh start? For Brooke, the incident on January 9th represents a turning point. She may be starting a new chapter in her life, even if her relationship with Ridge may be falling apart. Since Ridge may be moving on, Brooke may have to reevaluate her life and focus on her own development. For so long, Brooke has been defined by her love for Ridge and her identity as a Forrester. Although Brooke has always been a strong and tough person, it's likely that this turning moment may help her find a new purpose apart from her romantic relationships. The next weeks will surely reveal Brooke in a different light, regardless of whether she decides to go on alone or mend her relationship with Ridge.